All the information shared in this video is available on the public platform. Nothing is discussed here which may breach the confidentiality of our armed forces. Defense Detective respects our defense forces and works only on the information that is available for public use.
The day is not far when Bangladesh, like its father, Pakistan, will be roaming around the world with a begging bowl, pleading for aid from everyone. Inflation, unemployment, and mounting debt are about to sink Bangladesh's ship. I'm not saying this just because Bangladesh's relations with India are currently going through their worst phase, but because, in its eagerness to oppose India, it is relentlessly sabotaging its already struggling economy. The governor of Bangladesh Bank has stated that by June next year, the inflation rate is expected to drop to 7%. If it is projected to decrease to 7%, the question arises, where does the inflation rate currently stand? According to Trading Economics, based on data from the Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics, the inflation rate in Bangladesh reached 11.38% in November 2024, compared to 10.87% in October. This indicates that inflation in Bangladesh is escalating rapidly. What's more concerning is the food inflation rate, which has surged to 13.80%, meaning the prices of essential food items are soaring. For ordinary Bangladeshis, managing household expenses and feeding their families has become increasingly challenging.
প্রত্যেকটাতে কমতে হবে ওই রকম যদি অ্যাটিটিউড নেন তবে কিন্তু ডিফিকাল্ট বাজার এমন একটা জিনিস একটা কমবে একটা বাড়বে আমরা চেষ্টা করছি যে আলুটা একটু চ্যালেঞ্জিং হচ্ছে আমাদের জন্য
Basic staples like potatoes and onions are now burdening middle-class families. For instance, the price of 1 kilogram of potatoes has skyrocketed to 90 taka. The government has taken several measures to control potato prices, including removing import duties and providing tax rebates, but the prices continue to rise.
পাবলিকে ঠকাইতেছে এটা ঠিক না এই যে দোকানদাররা ঠকায় সরকারও ঠকায় সবাই ঠকায় 1 টাকার জিনিস যদি 10 টাকায় বাইরে যায় গরিব মানুষ খায় বাঁচবে কিভাবে
ইনকাম তো নাই ইনকাম সোর্সটা তো মনে করেন নাই আগে টাকার মান আসলে কত আর এখন তো টাকার কোনো মূল্য নেই 1000 টাকা ইনকাম করতে বহুত কষ্ট কিন্তু খরচ করতে 2 মিনিটও লাগে না
কাস্টমার তো নেয় না কাস্টমার বলা সস্তা দাম কম সেটা আমরা বেচতে পারি না কাইটা বেচলে আমাদের মাছ লস হয়
Even financial advisors from the Finance Ministry acknowledged that bringing down potato prices has become a significant challenge. But it's not just about potatoes. Prices of onions, vegetables, lentils, and cooking oils have all surged beyond the reach of the average household budget. These issues have been ongoing for months. The political unrest and violence related to coup attempts earlier this year disrupted transportation, further contributing to price hikes. In October, the National Board of Revenue reduced customs duties on imported items like eggs, refined sugar, and edible oil to combat inflation. However, given the current state of the market, it appears that these measures have had little to no impact on curbing inflation. Statista's socio-economic indicators are signaling a red alert for Bangladesh. According to the data, in 2024, the unemployment rate in Bangladesh stands at 5.11%, meaning 3.88 million people are currently jobless and have no source of income or occupation. Further analysis by Fiber to Fashion shows that the unemployment rate in Bangladesh has been increasing steadily year after year. This growing trend is not only detrimental to the economy but also poses severe challenges to Bangladeshi society. The situation, however, is far worse than these figures alone suggest. A recent report in the Bangladeshi newspaper The Daily Star, dated 12th December, sheds light on the gravity of the problem. The headline, Address Unemployment with Priority, emphasizes the urgent need for targeted actions to tackle the crisis. The report explicitly states that the unemployment situation in Bangladesh is far more dire than previously anticipated. Adding to this, a white paper on the economy presented by the Bangladeshi government highlights an alarming fact. Since 2010, the number of educated, unemployed individuals has increased 2.5 times. This reflects a deep structural issue where even the educated workforce is struggling to find jobs, signaling a lack of opportunities and a mismatch between education and market demands. Rising unemployment, coupled with inflation, is creating an economic and social strain that calls for immediate and effective policy measures. Bangladesh's banking sector is in a state of crisis. Reports from September 2024 indicate that during the political turmoil following Sheikh Hasina's government's ousting, 9 banks faced a liquidity crisis amounting to 18,000 crore taka, leaving them on the brink of collapse. This massive shortfall meant these banks had insufficient funds to operate, highlighting a looming economic disaster for the country. In an attempt to salvage the situation, the Bangladesh Central Bank provided 585 crore taka to 7 banks and assured the public that the liquidity crisis had been resolved. However, the gap between the required 18,000 crore and the allocated 585 crore was enormous. The government even urged citizens not to withdraw their deposits, reflecting the fragile state of the banking system. By late November, the crisis worsened, and the central bank had to inject 18,500 crore taka into 4 banks to prevent them from shutting down. Yet, these measures proved inadequate. Despite increasing interest rates to encourage deposits, the banks failed to attract sufficient funds, exposing the central bank's earlier assurances as hollow. Now, the situation has escalated further. In a recent development reported today, Janata Bank, one of the largest state-owned banks, has urgently requested a 20,000 crore taka bailout from the interim government and the central bank. This desperate plea underscores the precarious condition of Bangladesh's financial institutions, where even state banks are unable to sustain operations without massive government intervention. The ongoing banking crisis, coupled with inflation and unemployment, paints a grim picture of Bangladesh's economy, requiring immediate and decisive policy action to prevent a total collapse. Take a look at this report from the Chinese news agency Xinhua. It highlights that the international rating agency Moody's has downgraded the rating of Bangladesh's banking sector, labeling it as very weak. Moody's states that Bangladesh's banking sector is under significant risk, with a heightened threat of financial instability. Growth prospects are bleak, and the risk of defaults is very high, negatively impacting the bank's ability to lend and generate profits. Previously, Moody's had also downgraded Bangladesh's sovereign rating, citing the political and civil unrest in the country. Moody's explained that the manner in which the coup was executed has significantly increased political risks and reduced the likelihood of development and growth prospects. Moody's latest rating indicates sluggish economic growth, a liquidity crisis for the government, external vulnerabilities, banking sector risks, increased pressure on foreign reserves due to energy payments, and warnings of political risk in the absence of anticipated elections. Bangladesh is already grappling with a severe cash crunch and an unstable economy. Now, the blow from this international rating agency adds further complications. This essentially seals Bangladesh's fate for economic hardship. Moody's recent downgrade has moved Bangladesh's rating from B1 grade to B2 grade, signaling a further decline in its economic standing. Moody's downgrade has dealt a severe blow to Bangladesh's garment sector, as global buyers are losing confidence in the country. This trust deficit has directly impacted major players in the industry, such as Beximco, one of Bangladesh's largest ready-made garment companies. Beximco is facing multiple crises, including severe funding issues. The situation has deteriorated to the point where over 20 of its manufacturing units have been shut down. Meanwhile, the broader garment industry in Bangladesh was already reeling under a wage crisis. Protests and unrest over demands for higher wages have led to the closure of more than 200 factories so far. Despite numerous efforts, many more factories continue to shut down, exacerbating the challenges faced by the sector. The collapse of the garment sector, a cornerstone of Bangladesh's economy, signals deeper systemic issues that could further strain the country's economic stability. Bangladesh's foreign reserves are depleting at an alarming rate. By the end of October 2024, the country's foreign exchange reserves had fallen below $20 billion. The situation worsened further in November, as per the Bangladesh Central Bank. In October, the reserves stood at $19.83 billion, but by November, they had dropped to 18.61 billion US dollars. This stark decline comes at a time when Bangladesh is burdened with an external debt exceeding 103 billion US dollars. To stabilize its struggling economy, the country is turning to the IMF and even China for financial assistance, effectively holding out a begging ball to secure much-needed funds. The dwindling reserves, coupled with mounting external debt, underscore Bangladesh's precarious economic position, with little room for maneuver unless substantial reforms and international support materialize.